We present to you assignment 3 of CAS3701 Group 4E-28. We have chosen the integrated report on Momentum Metropolitan, and we will be discussing the following aspects as required by the assignment.
Momentum Metropolitan's business module is built on 6 capitals, namely financial capital, intellectual capital, productive capital, human capital, social and relationship capital, and natural capital. This diagram represents how Momentum Metropolitan aims to generate superior shareholder returns through its leading products, valuable distribution partnerships, and excellent client experiences. Momentum uses its capabilities built on the 6 capitals to enable businesses and people from all walks of life to achieve their most important financial goals and life aspirations. Momentum Metropolitan prides themselves in their value-creating business module. Momentum Metropolitan's business module can be found on pages 21 and 22 of a 2022 integrated report.
With regards to the strategy focus areas on the integrated report for Momentum Metropolitan, the company has laid out 10 strategy objectives on pages 13 to 17. The company has split these objectives into 2 groups, namely the Reinvent objectives and the Grow objectives. The Reinvent objectives focus mainly on existing structures that need change, whereas growth objectives focus on financial results. For the Reinvent objectives, the first 2 points relate to growing existing channels as well as establishing new channels, and the company believes it can do this by embracing technology and new technology advances. Point number 3 relates to the company using technology to actually transform its business and make it more competitive and efficient. And number 4 follows closely to number 3, where the business believes it can improve its products through technology and improve customer experiences. Number 5 relates to the aim of Momentum Metropolitan to become a more inclusive organization, and it aims to do this by increasing Black participation and also reaching its BEE targets. The company also has 5 Grow objectives, which are financial results orientated. The first relates to increasing normalized headline earnings from 4.6 billion to 5 billion. The company also aims to enact cost savings in excess of 500 million, which it believes it will do through digitalization and improving its use of technology. The company also aims to increase its non-life insurance contribution to 20% of normalized headline earnings. Number 4 relates to the aim of Momentum Metropolitan to increase its market share growth, anywhere from 1% to 6%. And the company also aims to increase its return on equity to 20% from 18%.
Corporate sustainability begins with the company's values and their business approach. Momentum Metropolitan's visions, missions, and values have been stated in slide 2. The 10 principles of the UNGC mainly focus on human rights, labor, the environment, and anti-corruption. The 10 principles of the UN Global Compact, say in slide 5, are broken down into 4 categories. Point 1 to 2 relate to human rights. points 3 to 6 relate to labor, points 7 to 9 relate to environment, and point 10 relates to anti-corruption. As per page 52 of the integrated report, it was stipulated that the group's commitment to responsible corporate citizenship is addressed through policies and practices established by the board, as well as governance structures at the board and management levels. Momentum Metropolitan includes the human rights and labor principles, which are Principles 1 to 6 of the United Nations Global Compact. This includes upholding the UN Declaration of the Human Rights and International Declaration on Fundamental Principles and Rights at Work, and ensures the group complies with all legal requirements in this regard. As per page 87 of the integrated report, Momentum Metropolitan were able to make contributions to the 6 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which are good health and well-being, quality education, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry and innovation. The SDGs Momentum Metropolitan contribute to 4. Human capital, which is good health and well-being, quality education, and decent work and economic growth. Role of society is quality education, affordable and clean energy, and decent work, and economic growth and industry innovation and infrastructure. Environmental stewardship is affordable and clean energy and climate action. For example, Momentum Metropolitan are taking the approach of requiring project owners to find ways to contribute to the achievement of the SDGs, which can be additional solar capacity, more people having access to safe and clean water, infrastructure, or female representation from supervisory level to senior management. Non-compliance with the requirements would then result in the funding cost being adjusted.
Momentum Metropolitan have been successful in applying the US SDG principles into their business model. They have a dedicated board, which is called the Board Social Ethics and Transformation Committee, otherwise known as SETC. They are responsible that Momentum Metropolitan acts accordingly as a corporate citizen, and they incorporate King Code ethics into their group. They've got whistleblowing facilities and ethics hotlines that ensures that corruption, all forms of corruption, are eradicated. They have sustainable business models implemented that allow for the introduction of solar capacity, and they comply with all labor laws that uphold and protect human rights. In addition to this, they've even gone above and beyond that by having scholarship programs and bursaries which promote education in society, as well as numerous other corporate citizen projects that the SETC carries out. That's why we can conclude that Momentum Metropolitan is successful in the integration and the application of US SDG policies.